grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronized, Slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Talking gold and silver and crypto too. With Joe and the gang, it's what we do.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. We're stacking sats, we're stacking gold. In the world of finance, real gold. Every sip, every chunk, we're on our way to financial freedom, come what may.
So grab that tasty beverage, let's get in the groove. Synchronized, Slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Is this silver bounce the one we are back over $32.50? Good sign, people. Gold is having a bit of a dip too. The dips are shorter, the dips aren't as long, and the dips don't go as long as you think, and dippity doodah. You are watching Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, going out live on X and on YouTube right now. 1,350 something subscribers on YouTube, 3,500 roughly followers on X, just rocketing up in both. I'll do a silver giveaway when we get to 2,000 YouTube subscribers, and a silver giveaway, separate one, when we get to 5,000 X followers. But look, in the first 1 minute of the show, before we do anything else, we have to do the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage. We slurp them synchronously together. Look how high my hair is today. I had to kind of quaff it over. And we slurp them synchronously. Wherever you are in the world right now, you must do it audibly. I don't care what you're doing. I care what you're doing, but this is more important than anything else you're doing right now. Here we go. Slurp your beverages. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, good to see you. Lighting. My name is Lighting. Lighting. Go. Ready, set, do it. There we go. Oh, yeah, not bad. My name is Joe Main. I've been a stacker of precious metals here in Melbourne, Australia since 2010, a stacker of crypto since 2013. I also help you launch and grow your own YouTube channel or other social media. We pair the right ones together for your business or personal brand. It's what I've been doing for a long time. I'm very good at what I do, and I've helped multiple businesses. Of course, you know what I did with Bullion Now's YouTube channel. I literally started it and grew it for the first 3 years of the business's existence. And I've helped multiple other clients in all types of businesses do the same thing. It really helps to build your customer base to get more money. That's what it's at the end of the day. That's what it's about. Hit me up with an email, gmstackers@gmail.com. Tell me about your business, and we'll have a bit of a chat, and we'll figure out, is it actually all right for you? Could it work for you? And if I think it will, 9 times out of 10 it does. I have had to reject a few businesses before, but then I will literally teach you the skills of how to do it yourself. I have a 10-week one-on-one course over Zoom most of the time, unless we can meet somewhere locally, where I literally teach you everything that I've learned, and and then you do it yourself, and we've had some good success. So let's see. What else do you need to know? Oh, the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Yeah, let's do some shout-outs. The early birds catch the shout-out worm. Now I wish that lighting was a little bit better than it is. There we go. Let me just, you want to see my dirty forehead? There you go. I showered, people. It's okay. Yeah, much better. Pete Repeat. G'day. Hi. Oh, Tony's here. What? Oh, lovely to be back, my dear. Oh, my goodness. You've been off. Oh, you've just been offline moving house. Oh, my God. All right. Okay, we can now give a sigh of relief. We all started getting really worried, Tony. Was it like, the floods up that way? We're like, we haven't heard from you for weeks and weeks and weeks. Thank goodness. Okay. It was something as simple as moving house, been busy. Yep, fair enough. We all just got a little bit, oh my God, what's going on? So great to see you, Tony. Chat Mum is back in the house. Tony, says Becky Gundenfinger. Yes, so glad that you're okay. Fantastic. Now, was it anything to do? I'll read your comments. Was it anything to do with the flooding? Anything? Is that why you had to move? $332.80. Yes, for silver. We'll be talking about that in just a moment. GMS says Minister 988. Yes. GMS, hurrah. Miss Tony is back. Vanessa Van Look is here. G'day, Vanessa. Great to see you. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Great to see you. What the thing is up, stackers? Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Just thinking about dinner. Busy yesterday, still going on. Doge on fire, is it? As in, do you mean the Department of Government Efficiency, or do you mean Doge itself? Oh, let me check here. What do you mean, Doge? No, not the Doge currency. I think the Doge crypto. I think you mean Doge, the other one. Tony in the house. Hit the like for Tony. Yes, hit the like for Tony. Don't do it for me. Do it for Tony. It also happens to help me with the algorithm. Gets me. Well, mate, it helps. Okay, every bit helps. But do it for Tony today, people. I would like it myself if I could. Synchronized Slurp now. We're on the move. GMS, Knackers O'Reilly, and great. Fantastic. The silver bounce. Let's talk about the silver bounce here. We'll talk about the gold bounce very, very quickly. These things tend not to, and I've got to remind myself in a bull market, and look, it doesn't mean we're out of the woods or anything like that, and we'll share the price in just a second, but I wrote this right here, and I'll share the screen for you. Sharing the screen, people, that's something different. We'll come back to that. Here's what I shared this morning. This was about the gold market. What did I tell? It's right there. I'll just read it out. You might be able to see it. Right there. I said, GMS, in a bull market, the dips don't dip as much as you think they'll dip. The dips also don't usually dip for as long as you think they'll dip. If you're trying to buy the dips, you might find that you may miscalculate the dips and therefore miss said dips. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. All right. So basically, yeah. So price goes up and down. Doesn't tend to dip as long or as deep as deep as you would want it. Sometimes you just want it longer and deeper. And I understand that. I get it. Some people do that. Some people want it longer and deeper, but you can't always get what you want. So yeah, we've had a nice move in gold and we've had a nice move in silver. Whether that remains, we'll see. But we're going to share the screen right now. I'm going to start with silver today because that was kind of the title of the show, wasn't it? So let me go down to here. Okay, that's good. Let's take a look at, for example, and we'll get into crypto, all that stuff after the precious metals portion, as we normally do. Here is silver on the Wednesday. What's silver on the daily time frame? I just had a blank then. Silver on the daily time frame. Wednesday, the 19th of February here in Australia, 2025. $32.85 US cents. We had that spike up above $32.50. It was a failed move to hold it. And so I was expecting, and some other people have been expecting, could still happen, a further move back down. But what could be negating that? The fact that we closed the day now. Okay, so yesterday we just closed and we just opened the new day. So technically we have the first close above 32.50 since October last year. 18th of October last year was the last time was the first time we had a close, right then that dip. But since then, well, technically it's here actually. Since November, okay, early November was the last time we had a close above $32.50. That signaled that move down there. Onwards and upwards we go. Is that the thing? Now, looking great. We just want to stay above it. So that's really all I need to say. And we really have to, as I say about the daily price. Yeah, sure, it's good to know, but it's really where at least things close on a weekly and a monthly time frame. Okay, so we just want to close the week above $32.50 would be a good move. Okay, good to see. Doesn't really mean we're finally out of it. I mean, you can easily have a close above here and then, we don't match this high, we don't get higher, and then it has a bit of a dip back down. So anything can happen. And this is the thing. Dollar cost averaging is the best way to do it anyway. Should you be waiting for the best price? No. Just like crypto, just like any other investment, best idea, just maybe if it's your favorite one and you have a longer term view, and we're talking 5, 10 years, etc. Okay, if you have a longer term view, or if you're not planning on selling it all and you're going to hand it down to your children or whatever it is, whatever asset that might be, just dollar cost average. Okay, it's the stress-free way to do it. Number go up, okay. Number go down, okay. You buy on the regular once every couple of weeks, once every paycheck, whatever that is for you. Cool. But yeah, so far so good. Let's just stay above there. Okay, 32.50, that's the one that we need to see, and it's great to see. So is this bounce the one? I don't know. Got to see it close on the weekly bare minimum, and also bare minimum, what I really like to see is a close above on the monthly time frame. Okay, that's a good setup. Okay, again, doesn't mean you can't have another dip, but closing above 32.50, another good signal. We did it back here, but it was a false move. Okay, so you've got to be aware of that. But that's looking really nice. Okay. Talking about the higher prices for silver, if you want to do that very quickly, the next little level to watch out for, and it's just a little level, $38.50, my final hurdle for new all-time highs coming eventually, and of course, the $50 mark. Yeah, great. After you close any month above $38.50, then you're coming to $50. And it's like 48 or something, but yeah, it's $50 all-time high. Cool. Then we're onwards and upwards. You close a month above there, that's signaling, we're just going to, like a magnet, it's going to suck us up to $50. Might have a bit of resistance there. Some people will be calling for a triple top. Oh, it's a triple top. It's a triple top. Yeah, triple tops aren't a thing in general. You might have a little bit of a dip, but then it's just signaling no. Look, 1980 top, 2011 top, not even, as we've been speaking about, not even its inflation adjusted amount. Okay. Again, silver apparently is the only asset in the world to still be under its 1980 high. What does that tell you? Cool. Not a triple top, may have a dip back down, whatever, and then onwards and upwards we go. And we're talking about, later on down the track, 10, 20 years from now, in your multiple $100, $700 silver we've been talking about. Sure, it is doable, just not in, 3 years. So don't go thinking, we're going shooting to the moon. No, but triple digit silver in the next few years, couple of years even, is so easy, okay? You're telling me you can't go from $30 to $100 in, a couple of years even? That is so simple, okay? So are you playing it for the longer term? The 45-year cup and handle formation. Onwards and upwards we go again over a longer period of time, okay? That is silver, but great to see us over $32.50. And let's just remain above there, please. That's the lovely line in the sand that we need to hold. That was the long way of saying the short version. Let's take a look at gold. This is the chart I shared earlier. Gold is doing even better. Okay, that move back up to nearly all-time highs. Again, triple tops usually aren't a thing. Okay, but right here, 2,940. A slightly lower low. Yeah, well, okay, around about 2,939. We are at 2,935. Okay. We had this dip down to 2880 roughly, and just this quick move back up. Okay, looking great. Let's see. Are we following along? Not that one. I don't want that one. Go away. I want you. Are we following along with this pattern still? Fibonacci from this high and this low. G. Okay, once we break, I would say that 2946, we could even come up to, and it's within that zone. You remember I've had that zone drawn in of around about. And I know, again, it's like a $300 range, but I have been saying somewhere between $2,900 and $3,200 for the next decent little top, okay? Not just a short termer, okay? We're talking maybe weeks or, a couple of months. but not, years and months and years and years. What is that rectangle? That's the one right there, 29 to 3200. Next stop question mark. Well, from this high and this low, you've got this 1.618 Fibonacci at G. It's found it pretty much exactly. It had a little bit of a short-term dip. Now we might be breaking through it, and I would suggest the next top after that could be around about top, right? At around about that 3200. That's the 2.618 from this high and this low. Cool. So looking so far so good. Need to break over that previous all-time high, which was just like a few days ago. Break above it, and then onwards and upwards. We probably go for a little bit longer. Yeah. But again, anywhere in this range for me, 29 to 32 is the next stop. With the top end being at 32. I could be completely wrong. It could sail through, because I am not a professional. I'm just the amateur guy giving you the daily weather report, and we talk about and we love our precious metals. Okay, that is gold. Let's take a look at platinum. $984 US per platinum troy ounce, and still in that cautiously optimistic zone. Not a lot to say. Okay, that's it. Just got to close above 1,030 US dollars, and I'll start getting excited for platinum. I'm not there yet. So on balance of probability, if everything else is going up, maybe platinum will follow too. But don't know. So cautiously optimistic for the moment for platinum. Watch out for breaking this uptrend line and then potentially heading back down to the best buy zone, which is 900 to 750. Not saying it's going there, just, showing you that it's there and that it exists if you're one of my newer subscribers or followers. That's platinum. I would expect if we have a dip, you don't want it to break. If you come down there, you need to see that quickly, okay? You don't want to see that, okay? Not good. Okay, good. That's platinum. Palladium, just quickly. Oh, look at Palladium. Palladium. Oh, crap, look at this. Platinum and palladium are bang on even. One of them's $984.60. The other one's $984.56. Okay, so the platinum to palladium ratio, I don't know, platinum, XPT, XPD. There you go. It's going to see bang on, the 1-to-1 ratio right there. Okay, so that's where it is. So are you more of a palladium fan than a platinum fan? Let's take a quick look at the palladium price. Okay, so this is the platinum to palladium ratio. Okay, it's back up at exactly 1-to-1 parity, which is very, very interesting. So let's take again, look at this, the individual prices, because it might give you an indication if you're trying to play one or the other, which one might be better for you in the short to midterm. So this is the platinum price. Okay, best buy zone there. We've got the final hurdle of 1,115. This is the general price action. Let me get rid of all the stuff and we'll just take a quick little look like that. Okay, there's that symmetrical triangle you can see consolidating in sort of the top half there. Maybe potentially going to break out. Okay, and let's take a look at XPD. I'll pop on the relative strength index as well, just to give us a little bit of extra knowledge. Okay, and here's palladium. Okay, does any one of those give you, does either one give you that has more of a potential? Okay, I will note, and I'll pop on my indicators, pop on all my stuff right here. We're still within, that kind of that dome, that kind of arc zone where it seems to be forming a bottom here. Potentially, okay, if it breaks out, if it does this is palladium, by the way, people. If it does that, it's broken the arc and probably heading down further. Okay, if it does that, probably heading down further, like third time's probably a charm, and we head down, maybe down to the best buy zone, and that's between 600 to 450 US dollars. Okay, that's probably, so you can see that's a break of market structure that right there. Yeah, definitely. I would say that for sure. If you break down below 840 again, you're probably heading down to at least the best buy zone of around about 600. However, there's no exact signal that that's going to happen because you're still within that little zone here. Can you see that? So you can certainly break up from here. Relative strength index, I guess, again, it's a lagging indicator. it's about coming off, close to extremely oversold or undervalued. It's kind of indeterminate. Okay, so maybe there's no real clear winner at the moment. Do you have a preference? Yeah, but don't want to close below that 840. And the getting excited line, just so you know, is around about here. It's a bit of a difference, okay, from 980 up to 1450 roughly. You start closing above there. That's looking really good, okay? So maybe there is no clear winner at the moment. So yeah, anyway, no clear winner for me between platinum and palladium. If I was in Australia, if I was going to invest in one or the other, if I had a gun to my head and I could only invest in platinum or palladium, what would I do? I'd probably invest in platinum only because it's easier to get and there's no GST attached to it. It is bullion. There's no There's no goods and services 10% tax on physical platinum. Buying physical palladium, much harder to get, to find, and also they'll sting you with 10% on top. Okay, so I would favor platinum at the moment between the two for that reason. Platinum, palladium, that's all you need to do. Gold to silver ratio, still in gold's favor. Nothing really to say. It's in the gold zone at the moment. Cool. Any talk about silver and stuff, and then we'll get to some crypto stuff. What was the ruse? Gold and silver. Rocket to the moon. I find this very interesting. Tony, how about this woo-woo, Tony? The day that you come back on the channel, silver breaks through $32.50. Coincidence? I think not. That's actually really I go, is that a thing? Because if we're living in a simulation, which we probably are, stuff like that can happen. So maybe you're the chosen one. Maybe you're Neo, Tony. Needed more room for coins. Yeah, that's why Tony moved, because she needed a bigger warehouse space for all her stuff. 56 Australian dollars is my prediction for the next floor. I was right about $48. Wink, wink. Yes, you were right. That's right. A hell of a move during the floods. Okay, so it just happened to be you were moving plus you had the floods. So I'm just so glad that you weren't moving because of floods, or that you didn't have any issue because of floods or any. We were really worried there for a while. Like, what's going on? Some of us even reached out to you to go, is everything okay? We didn't hear back. And then we're like, good to see you around. Tony? Platinum fan here says Chris Phipps. Yeah. Tony asked Joe for another bet. I'm never betting Tony ever again. Never. Neo, that's right. Tony's back hauler as well. So, all right, it's not the Tony show. It's the Good Morning Stackers show. No, we're great. We're so glad to have Tony back. We'll talk about crypto in just a couple of moments. And again, get your comments in about precious metals, your comments in about crypto if you want to talk about it. And don't forget, at the end of the regular proceedings, we do a good old chat with the GMS family. Hit the big red subscribe button to join said family on X or on YouTube. And by the way, if you're watching on X right now, you can chat. Okay, I've had people using the live chat, so make sure you find that and pop in a comment, and I'll give you a shout out if you're watching on X right now. Tell me what you're bullish on or bearish on. Share the screen? Yeah. But of course, buy from Perth Bullion Exchange. Why wouldn't you? You're dumb if you don't. Is that the best? Is that the best ad? You're dumb if you don't. That's their jingle. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. If you live in Australia and you don't buy precious metals from Perth Bullion Exchange, you've got rocks in your head. Why? Because, as I take a hair out of my mouth, why? Because they give you free shipping when you buy over 20 or more items. They're the only bullion dealer in all of Australia that gives you free shipping for any kind of amount whatsoever. They also have a price match promise. If you can find couple of T's and C's involved, but if you can find a cheaper product that Perth Bullion Exchange has to be the exact same product, all that kind of stuff, right? But you can find it at a competitor for cheaper, they will price match it. Plus, then you get free shipping when you buy over 20 or more items. Like, it sells itself. And Wealthstack, wealthstack.com sells itself. Buying gold for spot plus 1%. with the convenience of a phone app. Okay, it's backed one-to-one with real physical metal. Physical gold redemptions are coming down the track. That's on the roadmap, but it's not there yet. So you are buying into an unallocated gold program. All unallocated means, it sounds negative, but all it means is you don't get to choose the specific bar that backs your gold. Okay, you don't get to choose the specific serial numbered bar. Okay, it's all backed one-to-one with real physical gold, but it's called unallocated. So a particular bar is not allocated to you. That's all it means. Okay, so it's backed one-to-one with real physical metal. You are saving and investing in real gold held for you in storage by one of the largest gold wholesalers and storage facilities in the world. They're LBMA registered, all that good stuff that you would want. An Australian owned, operated and regulated company, Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Find out more by going to wealthstack.com. Download the app on Android or iPhone. Just type in your app store Wealthstack, one word. You'll see the purple logo. You'll see it. Look, check out the user interface. It's so good. Got to add your ID and all that security stuff. Fantastic. But go to wealthstack.com, click on the bottom left-hand corner. The bottom left-hand corner is the frequently asked questions link, and go read all that and you'll find out more. You'll be pleasantly surprised, whether it's for yourself as a stacker or for your normie friends and family, giving them the gateway drug of Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Let's go to crypto, and then we'll talk all the stuff we're going to talk about. We do have to talk about Bitcoin and crypto. Bitcoin, ooh, ouch. Bitcoin is at 95,240 US dollars. I will get rid of this. This is the Bitstamp exchange. We're on the monthly time frame. Let's go to the daily, see where we are. We'll also take a look at others. All right, there's that dip again. Is this the last dip? I don't know, and I cannot tell you for sure. What we did just see, sort of quick dip down to, isn't that interesting? Gee, what do you know? That is a dip down to this long-term trend line that goes back all the way to February of the last bull run. Okay, the peak of the last bull run, right? It's been flirting with that for a long time. So there's that long trend line, that yellow trend line right there. It's found another bit of support right there, a quick dip. We do like the quick dips. Okay, and out of interest, it's dipped at around about the 0.236 Fibonacci from, what do you know? That high of 108,000 and that low of the 89,000 roughly. It's funny how this Fibonacci works, isn't it? Where, now, I will caution you, 96,500, but you can see very clear support. Now that support has now turned into resistance. We now have a new support level, but that support level is lower, okay? So just got to keep the caution out there, okay? We'll take a look at the altcoin in just a minute. Good to see that little dip. Okay, we still have, though, about an hour and 2 minutes until the new day starts. So I want to see it close around here, okay? I don't want to see in the next hour it dip back down to, say, 94,500 or 94,000 something, right? I don't want that. I need to really see it stay above at least 95,000, okay? In order to say, ooh, big dip on the downward move. We like the big dips down because it says buyers are more in control of the market. This does also happen to line up with, I think this happened, and this is my, let's go, Sailor Bitcoin. I think Michael Saylor just said that he was going to buy some more Bitcoin. Is this what happened? Saylor, no. Just in, here we go, an hour ago. Michael Saylor's strategy, as in the company Michael Saylor, to raise $2 billion to buy more Bitcoin. Okay, so he's going to try and raise more. Whether that's diluting the shares, I think that might be. But strategy announces proposed a private offering. Okay, so not a public offering, private offering of $2 billion of convertible senior notes to buy more Bitcoin. Michael Saylor says 21 rules of Bitcoin. Those who understand by Bitcoin, those who don't criticize Bitcoin. Everyone is against Bitcoin before they are for it. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You will never be done learning about Bitcoin, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he said he's trying to raise money to buy more. Okay, and that has pushed the price up a little bit. Okay, bit of positive news. We're just in, again, no man's land territory. We have not confirmed this way. We have not confirmed that way. Cool. Unfortunately, the altcoin market looks like it may have confirmed a little bit more of a dip, though, unless we get faked out. Here is others, the altcoin market versus, altcoin market, entire crypto market minus the top 10. Okay, so it's basically crypto market. Ouch. So we did come up to that, close to that 295 billion, $300 billion range that ASX trader was talking about. And that seems like it's close enough for jazz at this point, and we've had a clear turnover. All right. You need to see this fake out very quickly. Okay. Otherwise, not great. Okay. Then we'd be coming down to test bare minimum, probably this uptrend line. Now, this could be where you have your absolute major bottom in the altcoins. I can't trust that. Now, I'm actually, as I said yesterday, I've been in something called Pengu, and I'm still in that, and I'm down, man. I am down. So I might have to really consider cutting my losses here on that and just ride the wave down further and just get into the other things that I'm in, or maybe go all back into silver. Silver's doing really well. I still will have upped my stack a little bit if once I swap back out. Swap back over. I'm not completely out of silver, by the way. Never do that, ever, ever, ever. Got my core stack. But I was playing the crypto market. I still up my stack a little bit. Maybe it's time. I've just got to see some confirmation, and that would be, for me, closing below here. I'll take the dips. Dips all day. No problem. A little spike, that's fine. As long as we do a quick little that. I don't think that's probably going to happen. But I've just got to wait for confirmation that this isn't a liquidity grab. Something like this, where it does that and then fakes you out and goes, haha, sucked in, bro. I'm just grabbing all the sellers who put their, either getting liquidated or they've put their, their stop losses down here, okay? Otherwise, you do that. Ooh, yeah, bad news, bears. And then onwards you go. So I'm waiting for some kind of clarification. Don't have it just yet. Signs point to that rather than that. That's just less likely. I guess you got to watch out for the W pattern. That thing could be a thing. The W is a thing. Okay, so sure. Let's do that. Let's hope for that, preferably. But relative strength index trending down at the moment. On the 4 hour, you have got a little bit of a relief there. You haven't gone into extremely oversold or undervalued, as they call it. That's got room to move down. 1 hour time frame, however, you haven't even been extremely on others, okay? That can easily tick over, right? That can tick over and head and spend some good time in here, which would take it, possibly down to that 200 billion-ish, 210, 215 kind of billion-ish mark, okay? Just be careful, okay? As I'm learning my lesson, okay? I may have to take a bit of a loss on that, and it won't be nice. I don't like losing. No one does. But you got to cut it off before it gets worse, potentially. So I'm watching out for that. So that's others. That's the Pengu thing that I'm in, which is currently might be ticking back over at the moment. Ooh, I don't like that spike. That's not good. Yeah, looks like we could be heading down further potentially. I don't know. Let's take a look at, I want to take a look at ACH. What the hell? That's all I have to say. What the hell? ACH is up 21% while everything else is down. Here's ACH, people. Alchemy Pay, which I'm not back in. Now, I have been following my rules, which is I'm not back in until we at least close over this downtrend line, and preferably we start closing over the 4 cent getting excited line, okay? I think I mentioned this a couple of days ago. I want to see that. So just follow that. That's what I want to see. Ignore the time frame. Just look at the pattern, right? That can certainly happen a bit more, right? I want to see that, okay? Then, hey, if everything else is going down, but ACH, Alchemy Pay is going up, okay, sure, great. Why not? You got to think about the individual cryptos as well. Some can go gangbusters while everything else is going down. Could ACH be one of them? Just need to see it climb above. Look, but geez, 20% up while everything's like, 5-10% down. That's pretty good, okay? So yeah, so far so good for that. Just got to close above the downtrend line, close above 4 cents, and then we'll talk turkey. But impressed, okay? It must be to do with the news, something to do with MasterCard, I think. I haven't delved right into it. If there's anyone watching on YouTube or on X right now who is a massive Alchemy Pay fan, can you let me know in the comments? or in the replies on Twitter, on X, or in YouTube in the comments in the live chat. Why is this pumping? What's the main news? I would like to know more about that, please. But that's that's ACH. Got to clear here. Okay, clear there. And that'll be a real good confirmation, because you can, while everything else is going down, you can have a little bit of hype for ACH, and then that can easily turn around. So just be careful. Okay, I've got to see that confirmation. Not there yet. That's that, and we'll do TOSHI quickly, I guess. Quick little TOSHI news, and then we shall get out of here. As you know, I'm not back in TOSHI, but TOSHI is the face of base, and we absolutely love it. So here is some TOSHI. Oh, okay. All right. So TOSHI on the... Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Here is TOSHI on the daily time frame, priced in US dollars. Now we're at 0.0065. Okay. I did warn people to say that we're in kind of no man's land. If we did close below the 0.0007 mark, that clear area of support, then we would probably be coming back down to possibly test the best buy zone. So watch out for here. I need to see that move quickly back above 0.0007. That needs to be a fake out quickly. Otherwise, down we go. And you might find resistance here and then back down. Now, I would say that's what you want, obviously. Again, a fake out. Watch out for going into the belly of the best buy zone. If you do that again, it's the more times you test an area, the more likely it is to be taken out. Yeah, look, price can go up and price can do that, sure. But more likely that you might find lower prices. Again, if everything else is going down at the same time, or most things. Like if general crypto is going down, I'd say TOSHI is probably going to follow it, unless it has some big kind of news. Don't forget, TOSHI already had its big news. Its big news was it's going to get scheduled to list on Coinbase, 300 and something % move. Oh, hey, we've now listed it on Coinbase, 600. So it was a total of a 1,700, 1,800% move. That was its news. So unlike something like Alchemy Pay, which we just talked about, ACH, there's no current news surrounding it. So more likely, if everything else is going down, this will probably go down with it. Watch out for the best buy zone of around about 0.0004. Why is that? Because it matches this sort of cluster right here. See that? It matches there. That could be a bottoming area or a big area you need to watch out for. If you start closing below 0.0004, that's a big change of market structure, and then cool. Yeah. So post a comment now if you're watching this on the replay. Are you still in TOSHI? Are you still holding? Did you sell some? Have you taken some profits? Are you just riding the wave? Did you recoup your initial investment? And now everything else is gravy. That's great. You can just ride the wave. Fine. If it goes down more, no worries. You might decide to buy more. You're just like, I'll just let it ride. And if it gets down to a really low point and you're like, oh, I think crypto's done for a good couple of years. Okay, then you just sell and you make that tiny little bit of profit. At least you didn't lose. Okay. So let me know your position right now. Without giving, financial stuff away, let me know, how are you going with TOSHI? Are you a little bit stressed, or you're sitting pretty? Okay, post it in the comments, and I'll have a look at those and I'll reply to those. That is TOSHI. Comments? Get out of here. Pete Repeat says, I think it will be the reverse, Chris. Sailor pump and dump, leaving the average to hold the bag. Yeah, that's... yeah, hodl to zero. No. Let's go back. I'll go back rather than going forward. Let's see. Oh, your internet was super patchy, lost power so often. Yes, exactly right. Hey, do you want to share a Starlink? You can't share a Starlink. Maybe you need Starlink too, Tony. I definitely need Starlink. I think my concern with Starlink is that I'm worried about the upload speed. I've heard from someone they were only getting like 20 meg upload speed, which is kind of close to what I get now. Having great download speed is good, fine, but I can get decent here on when the internet's decent, but it's all about the upload. Sometimes my upload's really crappy and why this drops out. But Starlink, if I can get like decent upload and consistent, I'll switch. Your hubby's new generator would have got a workout. That's right. Oh, we didn't have a generator. Oh, no. Always, you got to have that backup. Got to have the backup of a generator. I have a generator. Never used it. Just in case. Let's see. We need an interview with Tony. I would love to interview Tony if Tony wants to pop on. Let's see. One of the coulda, shoulda, woulda things that we really should have driven to Cairns for, right? The dodgy Barwon River Bridge is nearly falling down. Oh, no. But I wouldn't swap where we live for anything. It's paradise up here. I bet it is. Definitely. Let's see. Now, Chris did ask, what would happen if Sailor ends up accumulating around 50% of all BTC and everyone else in the world decided we didn't want to use it anymore? He's screwed. Let's see. Joe, please get Tony on for an interview. I'm happy to do so. I want Tony, come on for an interview. Yes, I costed Starlink 1,200. No, it's not 1,200. I don't know why it's 1,200, Tony. No, that shouldn't be 1,200. There's lots of deals. No, I think it's 599. And it is $139 a month, but it's 500. No, it's not 1,200 for sure. I'll tell you. Unless they've just changed it. Unless it depends on where you live, but it shouldn't do. Okay. Residential. No, it's like, and sometimes they have these deals where they sell you refurbished ones. I'm just doing, you can't see what I'm doing right here. I'm just checking Starlink. I'm putting in my own thing here. That's that. View availability and thingo maps and all that sort of stuff. Is it going to do it for me? Let's have a quick little look. I'm just checking Starlink. Yeah. No, 500 and... No, so the standard Starlink kit is $550 plus a shipping fee, plus you pay $140 a month. So, yeah, not 1,200 plus the 100. Unless I don't think you need a different one because it's just residential. You shouldn't need a bigger dish. You shouldn't need one. So yeah, it should be $550. So $580 plus the thing, and that's when it's full price. Sometimes they do these better price ones where it's like $360 just for the hardware, which is good. So sometimes you get a great deal. So yeah, I don't think it's 1,200. But you're going to tell me I'm wrong, as I'm usually wrong when it comes to Tony telling me stuff. I got a quote yesterday. Where did you do the quote? Who did you get the quote through? If you got, no, was it through the Starlink website? Can't be true. Going to do TPG again. Services are limited up here. Oh, a $660 install. You just install it yourself. Who quoted you? Was this a separate company? Mate, I've got people installing Starlink is very easy, and there's so many do-it-yourselves that you can see. You just need a few bits of 2x4, and just literally you can just nail it to your roof. And it's really simple. I've seen a lot of DIY versions, so you can save yourself $660 instantly by doing it yourself. I think that's only installer is in Cairns. You don't need an installer. Don't need an installer. Just do it yourself. So many options to do it. If someone's handy enough there, some planks, an old crate, one of those wooden crates, rip some of that up, 2x4, nail it to your roof, you're golden. I do know some people, you don't even actually technically have to put it on your roof. As long as it's pointing, it doesn't, the distance between the ground and the satellite versus the roof and the satellite doesn't matter. So as long as it's somewhere where it has clear access to the sky, which is usually the roof, that's the thing. Plus also you can run a large enough cable to the router in the house or near the house or whatever it is, then yeah, you don't even need to put it on the roof technically. So I would look into that. Let's see. I saw Tesla bring out a smartphone soon. Is bringing out a smartphone soon? Direct to satellite comms? Are you sure about that? Oh, maybe. You never know. I don't think that's true. Anyway, okay. Final comments and queries. I think that's probably it, unless we can go back here anymore. Otherwise, we're done. And it's a nice early one too. I did 45 minutes yesterday, 45 minutes today. This is great. Tesla has been, this is the thing. Tesla's been bringing out a phone since day one. Yeah, I don't think Tesla is bringing out a smartphone soon. No, they're not. Give me a second. There's no new evidence for that. Tesla smartphone. Any news there? No, there's no news. No news on that. Yeah, Grok states unequivocally that Tesla is not developing a smartphone and cites a number of recent statements by Musk saying there is no Tesla phone and no desire to develop one. Yeah, not happening. No. Let's see. Virgin House, no internet or phone connection at all. No internet or phone connection. I think you mean home phone connection. So how are you doing this show right now? Are you running through you hotspotting through your mobile? Is that what's happening? No internet or phone connection at all. Okay. Yeah, you can do that yourself. You can order Starlink and do it yourself. Really easy. Tony, apparently that is the case. Ladies and gentlemen, Pete Repeat says, I shouldn't trust YouTube. Why? I shouldn't trust YTube. Oh, yeah, YouTube. Yeah. Take everything with a grain of salt there, Pete. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been Good Morning Stackers. Good Morning Stackers for 19th of February, Wednesday, 2025. Yes, we are in the future here in Melbourne, Australia. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. Of course, you get a warm and fuzzy feeling when you do. We talk about precious metals, crypto side of things too. I answer all your questions. I was a bullion dealer. I worked for 3 major bullion dealers. I've got all that sort of knowledge. You can ask me anything about that sort of stuff. Not now, tomorrow on tomorrow's show. Heads up, I'm considering going to less live shows per week. I'm thinking of setting up a Telegram channel where everyone can talk amongst themselves in between live shows. So I'm thinking of going less live, but I'm playing around with stuff. Anyway, see you all, people. Grab your tasty beverages. I just slurped it without you. My apologies. We're going to dance it out, people, because once again, this has been
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab It.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronized.
Do it for Tony. 3,
Now we're
2,
on the
1.
move.
Slurp it.
Good morning, Stack.
Have a great day, people. Great to see you, Tony. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking, and I'll see you all,
Podcast.
y'all, tomorrow. Bye.